Let's clap it up. Woo! Episode 68
Yes, sir.
of the 5ASIDE podcast.
Mm-hmm.
Today, you are joined by
Seb,
Gabriel.
Kendrick.
Another very exciting episode. Once again, our boy Josh cannot join us, but we love him. He'll be back soon. Just a lot going on in the footy world. We just came off of a very exciting match at our Footy and Flavors brunch with Cafe Arzuli. We had your team, Chelsea, unfortunately taking the 2-1 L to Liverpool in quite an exciting and debatable match. We got some footage as well of everybody arguing over the penalty call, which of course turned into a Salah goal. Thoughts on the VAR moment?
It was kind of soft.
You think so?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I mean,
Seb?
He flipped him.
You flipped them.
I don't know. The premise is so boring.
Well,
Uh-oh.
which one are you talking about? Are you talking about Curtis Jones or are you talking about
The one that...
Oh, yeah, true. I guess that one wasn't called a penalty. Even
the
though
one that was a
should've.
penalty was
A penalty.
Colwell
That was a
kicked
penalty.
the shit out of him.
Yeah, that was a penalty.
That one was like, all right.
The one y'all are arguing about was Curtis Jones getting flipped.
Yeah.
Right. I thought that's what we were
Which was
talking
also momentum and but he did hit the ball first, the keeper,
Yep.
to be fair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
about. I don't know.
You don't like the Prem. I mean, you want to talk about the Prem not being...
It's so boring, bro. It's so boring.
Oh,
Gee, what a boring product.
but you also hate the Prem.
Nah,
like,
No, I don't. I don't.
They're good matches. That
Yeah.
one was not one of them.
I haven't seen. It's me. I think it's me because I don't watch Prem a lot.
yeah.
However, when I do watch, it's like not fun.
You don't think the first half of Arsenal City was good? That was fun.
It was okay. It wasn't like the commentators are like, oh, this is high stakes. This is fast paced. I'm like, this is pretty normal in terms of like, this is like,
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know, man. But you know what makes it exciting? Footy and Flavors at Cafe Arzuli. Because regardless of the match that's going on, you're going to have food, you're going to have vibes, you're going to have banter, you're going to have music.
Yeah.
No matter what's on the TV, that's just going to be exciting, bro. So
So
pull up right on Broadway in Brooklyn. Great vibes as always.
Some very exciting announcements coming your way.
Indeed.
Yeah, absolutely. One other storyline within it is that Salah did score versus his former team. He did leave Chelsea, not for Liverpool, but eventually came to Liverpool afterwards. He loves scoring against Chelsea, and he's just someone that seems to have a vendetta against his former team. Is there any other players that kind of stand out in terms of scoring against their former team that you remember as kind of like an iconic moment?
I mean, there's the one. There's the only one.
Say it.
Said Adebayor. That
Talk
run.
about it, bro.
I mean, I was too young to like fully remember it. So like my interaction with that is just through
Different, yeah.
clips. But like, I've never seen anything like that before, nor anything like that after.
Literally.
I don't know. Like, I always wonder like what was going through his head in the moment to like
Yeah.
run that far, that fast, with that much passion, to be that angry.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's
But-
crazy. We'll see if it ever happens again or someone can... Has Balotelli had a moment like that? Because I feel like he's a player that could have a moment like that. No?
No, he's never had like any disrespectful moments where he's celebrated against a former team.
Yeah.
Not really. He's played for AC Milan, played for Inter,
You
but
think
he's
it is...
never been disrespectful like that.
Do you think it's disrespectful to celebrate at all?
No, I don't think it's disrespectful
Yeah.
to celebrate. I think it's disrespectful to celebrate in a specific way.
Yeah. So
But-
Salah can... Archery's okay?
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah, if you're not running.
How'd you feel? I mean, you're the Chelsea fan, so...
I mean, to be fair, like I don't think anybody that followed Chelsea ever felt like Salah was like a Chelsea player.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
they
it was
were,
short.
like, early in his career. Same thing with Kevin De Bruyne. Like they're not like when they score against
Yeah.
Chelsea, it's not like man, like that hurts in the chest.
Yeah.
Now like a Kovacic scoring for like Man City,
Yeah.
Jorginho scoring for Arsenal. Those ones hurt when they score against us because, like, bro, you just won the Champions League with us.
Yeah.
Like, you were a defining part of that team.
Mm-hmm.
Chill out, bro. Like,
Yeah.
those are the ones where it's
like
you shouldn't even be there. Why are you playing for Arsenal right after playing for Chelsea, bro?
like
Yeah.
when Inter won the league against AC Milan, Çalhanoğlu, who used to play for AC Milan, he
Yeah.
posted because when Inter won the league, they won the league playing AC Milan, and they ended up getting their 20th league title, which grants them another star on their jersey.
Yep.
So he posted the photo of like 2-1 with 2 stars versus 1 star.
Damn.
But he used to play for Milan.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's like, damn.
That's
Like,
a
weird.
bit
It's
much.
like, yo,
It's yeah.
That's even worse when you add the city rivalry aspect to it.
yeah.
That is very aggressive. Yeah.
it's like posting like a picture with your new shorty and like tagging your ex.
Yeah, that is exactly.
It's
what
like
it is.
you're doing too much, bro. Like
You're doing a lot.
That's
like she already gonna see it.
Yeah.
Yep.
She
No,
already
that's a
gonna
good
feel
analogy.
hurt by it. You don't have to.
Especially now how
Wow.
Instagram works. You sent her a
Yeah.
DM also.
Yeah, you made sure that she saw
story.
it. You made sure that she saw it. Like I want you to
Damn.
feel this.
That's crazy. Honestly, they're both. Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy. And it does affect like real relationships when you do that about the former team.
Of course.
What
Y'all
about
was in a
Figo?
locker room together.
I'm too young to remember Figo, but I've seen videos of them throwing pigs' heads at him?
Yeah. So behind me, we have a Real Madrid jersey and a Barcelona jersey because this weekend is El Clasico, and there has been some transfers between Real Madrid and Barcelona. They go from Barcelona to Real Madrid. But yes, Luis Figo did have a pig's head thrown at him following his transfer from Barcelona to Real Madrid. There's
Find
actually
the video. Let's react.
Yeah, we should. There's actually a
Okay.
documentary on Netflix about his controversial transfer as well, because it is the biggest rivalry, I would say, in all of sports, not even just footy or not even just Spain. And yeah, that was the level of animosity in terms of the rivalry, in terms of making that transfer. And it's crazy because like we've never witnessed Barca to Real Madrid in our era, but it is insane to think about a world-class player. Not really.
Not like a big
Not like
star.
a meaningful, like, bro, he's probably the third best Portuguese player ever.
Sorry.
I was like, what? Yeah, I got nervous. Are y'all good here? Yeah. El
You
Clasico.
probably won't find like a lot.
No, you won't find it. It's right there.
Hey.
Yeah, they throwing it at him. Yeah, man.
Wow.
Serious abuse. It's like, what, 03? This is his return to the Camp Nou. About to take a corner kick, just getting completely abused. Everything being thrown at him. And we'll put the video in too. But yeah. The security holding people back. Yeah. Real villain shit. Whole bottles, glass bottles. You hurt somebody with that.
That's why you create like a super villain.
Yeah, bro. It is. It's an origin story shit. Pep Guardiola in the stands. Crazy.
What a shot.
Yeah, no, it's actually insane. That right there with I'm telling you, there's a documentary about it. It's actually amazing. I haven't watched it, actually. I need to. It's nuts.
Wow.
Damn, they really hate it, bro.
And look at Perez with little Sig. You love it. Yeah.
How do you get a pig's head in the stadium?
I don't know.
I mean, remember when they were bringing whips into the stadium in Saudi?
Yeah,
Word.
but like a pig's head? Like,
You
it's
know.
like dead flesh.
It's fresh off the jamon serrano. Just keep the head and, yeah, you know what I'm saying?
There's a lot of pork in
A lot of pork in
Spain.
Spain.
But like where do you put it, in a sack?
I don't know what you put the pig's head in. It's a
You
great
carry it
question.
with you.
At this point, security don't give a fuck. They're like, nah, bring it, nigga. I brought the pig's head. You know what I mean? Like, yeah. I mean,
Alright.
that's crazy. And Figo, he's probably the best Portuguese player, not Eusebio or Cristiano Ronaldo. A player of that magnitude, Barca to Madrid is crazy.
Yeah.
Shout out Baba
That's like
Perez,
if
though.
Drogba went to Arsenal.
It is.
It's like, why would
It
you
is
do
like
that,
that,
bro?
That would be crazy.
That'd be nasty work.
Very nasty
Yeah.
work. Worked out for Madrid, though.
Yeah.
Actually, I'll go because
Yeah, go ahead.
speaking about rivalries and stuff.
Yeah, for sure.
One of the things I wanted to talk about was the concept of a club sharing a stadium with a rival club.
Yeah.
It doesn't happen as prominently as it does in other countries as it does in Italy. Like I feel like in Italy it happens the most. You have Milan, Inter, Genoa, Sampdoria, huge rivals, and then Roma and Lazio, also huge rivals. The Olimpico, San Siro, and then I forget what Genoa Stadium is called. But if you guys have I've experienced the Milan derby, and I've experienced like other smaller derbies. But I think the craziest part about it is having the opposite fans in the stadium that they also consider home. So like playing in a stadium that is both of your guys' home. So both locker rooms are like pristine. Both locker rooms are set up for like you feel like it's a home match. But when you come out, you also have home fans on both sides.
Yeah.
And I feel like it's probably the best setup in terms of sports. I don't think anything is more dramatic than playing in your home.
You don't think anything is more dramatic?
No. In terms of fan setups, what's better?
I think
No, I'm serious. What's better?
I think it could have it has value in the same city, but it's also restricted to the same city. Because El
Yeah, of course,
Clasico
of course.
can't have that.
No, of course.
So within derbies and city rivalries, I can see how that's like,
Nothing
it just
is-
amps it into a different way.
Yeah.
But I think you also need the rivalry to be that good. So the Milan,
Sure,
Derby della Madonnina, however you
Yeah.
pronounce it, is going to hit so much harder forever than Clippers-Lakers in the same stadium.
Of course.
It's just the Lakers stadium, bro.
Yeah.
So I think it only works too when you have the teams at a high enough level, not even high enough, a similar enough level that you can have that animosity. Barcelona and Espanyol, if they had the same stadium, okay, that's Lakers-Clippers.
Yeah, true.
You know what I
true,
mean?
True.
So
You're right. The teams have to be on the same level. But
Yeah.
like if you're sharing a stadium, chances are you're on the same level, or at least like in a
yeah, close enough. Yeah.
But I mean, imagine if you growing up shared a stadium with Barcelona, and then every time you
or even
played-
Atletico.
or even
Even though
Atletico,
that's
so-
still Lakers-Clippers,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
it's still high enough. Yeah.
yeah. Imagine that. and
That is
imagine-
crazy. That's weird.
I feel like that would take the level of the derby to another level in terms of other countries.
I don't know.
You don't think so?
I don't even think it's like better or worse. It's just different.
Yeah.
Because there's also the very specific, insane energy of when Real Madrid goes into the Wanda Metropolitano and those insane,
True.
purely only Atletico
Yeah.
fans. Simeone's going crazy on the sideline and the all-black suit. Like, that has its own vibe.
yeah, 'cause
and when they go into the Bernabeu, you know what I mean? It creates its own dynamic. The thing we just saw with Luis Figo probably doesn't happen if they're in the same stadium, too. You know what I mean?
Not
So I
to the
feel
same
like,
extent. Yeah. Not
yeah.
Because I feel like you lose the feeling of like I'm in enemy territory.
Even the bus ride.
Like the both teams having home field advantage kind of takes away from it because like everybody's comfortable. Like you need that feeling of like, damn,
True.
like I might get fucked up after the game because I'm in like the other team stadium.
You
like,
actually literally
or
know the
at
pitch, too.
at the game. Like
Yeah.
if I'm,
That's true.
you see the videos online of like the supporter in the wrong section and like, everybody's like, yo, like you better sit down and shut up. Like
you ain't travel.
yeah.
Would you guys rather play in a Milan Inter derby where you have both sets of fans so you can win and kind of like win your home back,
Yeah.
basically? Or
Yeah.
would you rather play a derby where you're a Real Madrid player, you go to the Metropolitano, you go to to Atletico Madrid Stadium, and you win in enemy
Oh, I want to
territory?
go.
Yeah,
You wanna
I
win
wanna-
it?
Yeah,
Or
it's
so-
like when you hit the crazy 3-pointer and you just stare down the fans. Like that kind of feeling, that's different. What Ronaldo did to Atletico all those years, I feel like
Yeah.
that hits even more
Yeah.
in enemy
That's fair.
territory. And you
Those-
feed off. Look at Vinny in away games, bro.
Yeah,
Are you
yeah,
crazy? Even this weekend, he just feeds off that energy. That's not the same if it's my home stadium.
Yeah,
I literally play on this field half my games already.
Yeah,
So there's a sense of normalcy there.
the home games are for like entertainment.
Yeah.
The away games are like we're
Yeah.
going to
That's the
war.
villain moment. Yeah. Let's go.
Like I want to entertain the home fans, but when I'm away, like nah, we about to
Business.
battle.
Yeah.
I disagree. I think it's so fire to have your 50% your fans, 50% their fans.
Yeah.
The back and forth during the game, like the ebb and flow of energy going both ways. I don't think there's anything like that in sports.
I
when,
need
like,
to
there isn't.
experience it.
It's so special.
I think Milan. Yeah. But it's like I still love that though.
Yeah.
I still love. I think it's amazing what they do in Italy. But I think I would prefer to be able to have the opportunity to beat my rival in yours. I walked into your
Yours,
trap and
yeah.
took over. You feel me? Like the Atlanta Falcons was.
Me personally, Kendrick, I would prefer the opportunity to go to the San Siro and experience a rivalry match. So if anybody out there is watching this clip
From Milan.
and would like to give these fine gentlemen the experience of a
please do.
rivalry match at the San Siro,
And we'll document it. Oh, it'll be crazy.
Yeah.
We'll do videography, photography,
Yeah, yeah.
film. We'll do
we'll make it
iPhone videos.
We'll make it worth your while.
We'll do street interviews in bad Italian. You know
We'll
what I'm
make it
saying?
worth your while.
We'll do it.
All of that for sure. One thing you mentioned actually during the watch party, going back to that, was about goals and iconic moments and being able to
true.
like re-experience them sort of things. So for you guys, what is one goal that you wish you could re-experience for the first time? Maybe one that was a big moment and very popular that the world might be like, oh, that was our moment too. And then maybe a niche one that you have specific to your club, favorite player, just a good game you watched, if y'all have any. I got a million I can talk about. I ain't gonna lie to you. So it's very hard for me to even narrow it down.
So iconic goal moment. I'll start. I'll say
Yeah.
iconic goal moment for me. I think the most iconic goal in my lifetime, and I've said it before on this podcast, is Balotelli's goal.
I was
in
just-
Germany. That's like
Yeah, Euros 2012.
I think I've said it before on this podcast.
Yeah.
Like that is the reason why I love this sport as much as I do.
Mhm.
I've told a story. Like I was in Italy with my family, and I swear to God, there were literally people punching holes through their roofs.
I believe
Like,
it.
so the energy after that goal was unbelievable. Like, so I don't think I will
Yeah.
ever have a better moment as a soccer fan than after that goal. So that's my iconic moment, and then I'll do a
Yeah.
niche one after.
And then the energy after the 4-0 loss to Spain in the final.
off.
How was that?
Fuck.
Yeah, okay.
Fuck you.
Damn. Iconic moment for me.
I have to.
Well, you know how much I cried. Oh,
I'm sure I had. I'm sorry. I just had to say it.
This is like debatable whether it's like iconic for everybody or iconic for me. But Eden Hazard against Arsenal, 2017, picks up the ball in like midfield. Nobody's ahead of him. It's 5 Arsenal defenders.
Oh yeah.
And he just like charges through. Like the first defender like basically tries to like bear hug him and take a yellow card. Low center of gravity.
Nah.
You're not taking that man down.
Yeah.
You're not taking that man down. Shakes 2 more defenders, breaks the last one ankle and ankle and scores. That goal was like the moment I was like, nah, like this player is like generational. Like there's nobody like him at his size, his weight, his like everything about him was just like, yo, he got it, bro.
Yeah.
Took on 5 players by himself.
Ridiculous.
And from the half line, bro.
Yeah. Now Hazard is probably because he never reached the peak we thought he could.
Yeah.
As consistently. I think he'll turn into a little bit of like a streets will never forget player.
Yeah. Sad.
You know what I mean?
Already is.
That's
Yeah,
so
he already
sad,
is. Yeah,
though.
he's already playing in the Legends games with like
Yo, that's so
Pirlo and them. I'm like, bro, you're like 35.
Yeah, bro.
Ronaldo's older than you.
He's supposed to be still out there, bro. He's out there with the dudes with great hair,
bro,
the bald headed dudes.
Carles
and whatnot.
Puyol, bro, from fucking Barcelona and Spain.
That's so sad.
Yeah, but there's
He
also
was
a beauty in that too.
Yeah,
to
facts.
be honest.
Facts.
You
Got
know?
in and got out.
Yeah.
You feel me? I'm gonna do 3 quick ones.
Yeah.
First one was witnessing Spain win the World Cup in 2010.
For sure.
Andres Iniesta.
Iniesta.
And I could even do before that.
Is that when he?
Yeah.
Of course. The white tank. Underneath.
Yeah.
Actually, I could even go before
tank
that
was
too. When Spain won the Euros in 2008, because that's what set up the golden generation.
Facts.
In Spain finally capitalizing on the talent that they had not succeeded with since like maybe the 70s. That's really started off. Fernando Torres 1-0 against Germany, just getting the way he shot it right around the keeper. And when people thought Germany was probably the better team, a bit more the favorite, more imposing. So yeah, Fernando Torres there, Andres Iniesta in the World Cup final, and then Sergio Ramos to make it 1-1 against Atletico Madrid in La Décima to win the 10th Champions League, the first one I ever witnessed as a fan. Now they have 15, which is fucking nuts. And then aside from trophy-winning ones, Cristiano Ronaldo versus Juventus bicycle kick, which from a technically gifted standpoint, now Bale actually did it in the final as well. But from technical ability, the cleanness of the hit, the top bins, everything, I will never forget being in my dorm. I had the laptop on the bed. I was just I was low-key like getting ready to go towards the library, kind of as the game was getting towards the end. And I'm just sitting there. The ball gets crossed in, I think, from Carvajal. And then watching that go in, I've never seen anything like that, bro. And my favorite player of all time to score a goal like that in the Champions League, away to Juve, peak Juve, I was like, bro, I've never seen anything like that.
Even Buffon, who was in goal, says like,
why is he in the air like that?
I think
bro?
I think Juventus fans gave him a standing ovation.
Yes,
They gave him a standing ovation.
I think so.
Yeah.
Why is he in there?
And then he went to Juve, which is crazy. But like, actually, bro, what?
I think they gave him a standing ovation. He scored a goal so good in an away.
What do you
in another
Champions League,
team stadium
semifinal?
that they all stood up and started clapping.
Nah,
for him.
because when you see something like that, it's just like,
All right, bro.
like you got it.
Yeah.
Another one that comes to mind is El Nasiri against Portugal in the World Cup, the last
insane.
World Cup.
Yeah, it's insane.
For Morocco.
Oh yeah.
Bro, he got up.
Yeah.
Ball comes in from the wing. I don't think they were on the red card at that point, but like it was like around halftime. Like, bro just got up, bro, and it was like you felt like the whole weight of Morocco was like, the crowd
was alive again.
The crowd was rocking, bro.
Yeah.
And I feel like at that time, like there was so much just like everybody was back in Morocco because they were like, yo, underdogs.
Yeah.
Like, let's take out the Iberian Peninsula. Like everybody was behind them,
insane.
bro. And I just remember watching that shit and be like, bro, he got so high in the air. And we saw him score a goal like a couple months before.
For sure.
In Guadalajara during preseason. So it was just like, it was connected.
All-time reaction video too, by the way, of us on that sideline. That was
facts.
incredible.
Facts.
That was
What's a niche goal for you?
niche one. I'm gonna get American with it for my U.S. men's national team fans in the World Cup 2010. Landon Donovan in injury time versus Algeria. We needed the win. It was like It was actually the beauty of footy. The beauty of it's 0-0, but it's been a super exciting game. It's the back and forth. Like you're getting closer, you're knocking on the door, you're knocking on the door, you're knocking on the door. And then in just the last few seconds, Landon Donovan to score that goal. It advanced us to the knockout round. Obviously, that was Pete Ghana at the time. They beat us again. That Ghana team could have even won the World Cup if we didn't got to talk about
Is
Uruguay.
that the red and yellow joint?
Yeah. And then they had the white home kit as well. But yeah, from like an American footy fan perspective because it's 2006 World Cup, we did really poorly. Actually, same group as Italy, I believe.
Yeah.
I think they might have drawn Italy, but they got
he
killed.
was 3 years old.
I think they lost to
I've seen the
Ghana.
docs.
They lost to Ghana, and they lost. You were 3 years old. They lost to Ghana, Czech Republic, and tied Italy.
I've seen the docs.
That was a moment early.
We won that one. Italy won that one.
They did. They actually did win that one. Too bad you couldn't witness it.
This is funny.
But that was a that
4
was
stars.
Forest Fire. Forest Fire. But as a U.S. men's national team fan, that was like, because back then too, there was more of an inferiority around the U.S. men's national team. That to me was a bit of a moment. It was like, oh no, we're actually like really here. That was my first time seeing them get to the round of 16 in the World Cup because 2006 they were so bad. Before that, I was too little. And then like in the pressure moment, and it was Donovan who got it done. Like that was like a big American footy moment for me.
Right.
Probably my first like really iconic U.S. footy moment, I would say. Yeah.
For me, I think like in terms of a niche goal that I watch over and over again, I specifically watch it because I don't understand it. And I put it in the chat, it's the Menez back heel for AC Milan against Parma. Where basically, this was during when Milan was shit, and like Menez was our best player, which has
hilarious.
Which
He was
says
Milan,
something.
right?
Yeah, it says something about the club at that point. But basically, he kicks the ball past the keeper, goes around him. There's a defender chasing him. There's an open goal, and he has the goal to his back, and he ends up like back heeling the goal, like back heeling the ball, but somehow manages to have the ball bounce up so it goes past the defender.
It was weird.
I don't know how it's physically possible.
Yeah, no, it was weird.
I, as a young kid, tried that over and over and over again. And I still do not know how you do that.
Where's it at in the chat?
It's definitely like a little bit higher up. I can put it on the TV.
Okay, put on the let's get a reaction.
I don't understand how you do something like
Yeah.
that.
No, I remember, bro. It was like I watched it and it was just like what?
I watched it live, and then I watched it again and again. And
Almost
again.
as if like he had to do it by accident.
I need to see that again. What the hell is that? Like, I just,
Let me see if I can find it. Like,
yeah.
it was his birthday recently. That's why it popped up.
I got you.
Um,
That'd be the beauty of the shit, though, is like, when you actually don't know how they did it.
No clue.
Yeah.
We'll cut.
There's a goal by Vinicius that I'm trying to remember, bro.
Oh, the outside the foot one recently?
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, that was last season. That was
last season, yeah.
Last season toward the
You
end
know what
of
I'm
the
talking
season.
about? He was like kind of
Yeah.
on the end line, and he kind of just boop, like lightly
Like-
tapped it.
Yeah. Is it this one?
Yeah.
Let me say that again.
Okay, I'll see this.
It's just like, how did the ball pop up?
Wait.
I know the quality isn't the greatest, but
Nah, we can see it.
Wait, did he hit it up or did he hit the keeper?
Exactly.
no,
he hit it up.
They'll replay it
that's
right now.
He like chipped it.
He chips
The
it
heel chip is ridiculous.
with a back heel.
Yeah, that's absurd.
Watch.
Because those are the first time.
Watch. How do you do that?
I don't know.
How do you do that?
You need some soft.
Watch. Look at this angle. How do you do that?
Soft ass grass, and the ball maybe took a slight bounce to uplit. I don't know. That's
Nah,
insane.
bro. I tried so many times in my lifetime to redo
Yeah,
that.
you're shit.
No, you can't, bro. Like that's why it's ooh around the keeper.
Anyways,
That's so insane.
so yeah, I'll never
Yeah.
forget that. But yeah,
Giroud's entire goal catalog.
Yeah,
Giroud-
definitely.
If he just shows his kids, someone's like, "Yo, if Giroud just shows his kids his highlights, like, how you gonna tell me that's not the best player ever?"
Yeah.
It's hilarious, bro.
Better than Messi.
Might as well be. Another random kind of topic I was thinking about is who's the most frustrating player that's really good that you've watched, whether on your team or other teams.
this is a good topic.
I have to say, Alvaro Morata, because I'll give you an example. International break we just had. Spain versus Serbia it was.
Yep.
Sky's the penalty. Like, damn, bro. Come on, we got to win. And then 2 minutes later, gets a through ball, just a beautiful, perfect, wow, pure, elegant number 9. Elegant, perfect finish. Perfect. And statistically, he's going to be Spain's all-time leading goal scorer if he's not already. And it always feels like he just does these dumb things, like, how did you not score? But then he he misses this chance and scores, and it's just so freaking frustrating. He's on your team now, so have a good time with that.
Seeing it.
It's
every
just
week,
like,
bro,
bro,
every week.
like, and yeah, so I would say Alvaro Morata, and I really thought, and we talked about it before the Euros, can Spain win with him as their 9?
Yeah.
And they did, like. But then other times, you know what I mean? I don't know. For me, Morata's just like
So
pull your hair, but he's still so good. at
You
the
bring
same time.
2 players to mind. One is similar to Morata, which is Higuain. Higuain is, I mean, bro, he's so talented,
Yeah.
but was not a clutch player. And so I think this category is of players that are super talented, but
Yeah.
just like kind of freeze under pressure.
Yeah.
And their talent just doesn't kind of take them over the line. Like the amount of chances you'll see Higuain miss that he has no business missing based on the amount of goals that he's been able to score and the talent that he has and the actual like finesse and skill that he has as a striker just doesn't make sense. And I think besides Higuain, another player like that is Ousmane Dembele. The talent that he has, the skill that he has to give himself the space that he needs, the way that he creates space, the like sheer two-footedness of like, there's no players that are as two-footed as him.
No, I've never seen
People
it.
say so often how good Dembele is as a player in practice. Oh, Dembele this, Dembele that. But then when you watch him in big moments, create space, shimmy, left, right,
Open
finish,
shot.
skies it.
Yeah. But
It's
then he'll
so-
bang the next one at the same time.
Yeah,
It's so
but
weird.
it's never as consistent as it needs to be.
And never in the biggest moments.
Exactly.
They say Chukwueze on your team is like that too.
Chukwueze is a little mini
Yeah.
Dembele.
Little, very, very shifty. I think Lukaku kind of fits in that category a little
Nah,
bit too.
I disagree.
He's unfortunate.
Nah, Lukaku's unlucky. He's not
he's-
frustrating. He's
he's
actually
very-
That's
unlucky.
frustrating as a fan.
No, he's
bro.
very unfortunate.
Nah,
You don't think
you
that
feel
Bel-
bad for him more so than you're like
Okay, but
frustrated
imagine
by
being
him.
the Belgian national team fan witnessing how
I
did
think
that
they
not
feel
go
bad
in.
too. I think they feel bad.
I think it's still feeling bad for that is still part of the frustration.
Nah, it's different though. The frustration, when I think of frustration, I'm like, fuck this guy.
Oh, I was,
All right, now fuck this guy.
yeah, I don't mean that.
But like, damn, bro. Like, what's good with you?
But you're still mad good. Nicholas Jackson on your team right
Bro.
now is kind of that, bro.
Let me vent.
Yep.
Let me vent. I have 3 Chelsea players that come to mind.
The whole squad now.
The first one is Fernando Torres.
Yeah.
Because like his whole spell at Chelsea was just like, bro, you're supposed to be one of the best like strikers in the world right now.
Yeah.
And you're just ass. Like he scored some like crucial goals, like the goal he scored against Barcelona. But he also just like had like there's a famous goal that he like missed a wide open net against Man United. There's just like his whole time at Chelsea was just like, bro, there's so much potential, but like you're just not good. And like it was paired with the like kind of like playboy appearance that he had with like the long hair and like just kind of too cool for school and like couldn't be bothered, and it was just like ugh, like it's gross.
And still won the Champions League.
Yeah.
The first one, actually, yeah.
Nicholas Jackson, I mean, I can't really talk about him much because he's like been turning it around this season.
Yeah.
Last season was awful. last season was awful. Like missing open goals, missing tap-ins. And he just looked like uncoordinated and uncomfortable at all times. And like I feel like everybody's like, who is this guy? Bro? Like, but he's turned it around since then. And then Sancho. Sancho's the third one. Not necessarily his time at Chelsea, but just like his whole career. Like ever since he was young, star boy talent, like supposed to be end up being one of the best players in the world. But never really like even
not
to this
fully
day
there.
like, found his footing. So
A couple of Germans that I thought of right now is Timo Werner and Kai Havertz. And Kai Havertz, more Chelsea players.
Yo, Timo Werner. Timo Werner. Yo, they made a song about him when he went to Chelsea, bro.
Yeah?
They made a drill song about him.
Wait, in
There was some shit on the wing like Timo Werner. like something like that,
Don't
bro.
be on the wing like him, bro.
And like he just flopped crazy.
Yeah.
Now he's in Tottenham doing the same shit.
Yeah. He's talented. But
And then Havertz too was very now he's kind of getting to a really nice consistency with Arsenal.
Yeah.
But Havertz was weird too. But
Yeah,
then
he
he
was
scored in the
weird.
Champions League
Yeah,
final, and
facts,
it's like
facts.
it's that same Torres.
yo, I'm not gonna lie. That bailed his career out.
Yeah,
Oh,
definitely.
100%.
Bailed his
He
career
needed that.
Yeah, but I scored in the Champions League final.
And won it. Yeah.
Yeah, you can't say anything about
Gives a
him.
shit, yeah.
Mario
Can't say anything
Götze.
about
Talked about him last episode.
No, he was actually good though. Götze is different. He was
Of
actually
course,
good.
but he also,
It's
you
not like
know,
he was bad and then he scored.
It tailed off a bit. Quite a bit.
But it's the opposite.
Oh, how we not gonna talk about Aubameyang?
Nah, I love him.
Nah, but
No,
but
if you
he's
can say
frustrating,
Higuain,
though.
then you can say Aubameyang.
He was
Higuain
frustrating.
has the single highest scoring Serie A season ever, right?
Yeah.
28?
Yeah.
Aubameyang, yeah.
Aubameyang was frustrating.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, especially because he had so much of the showmanship factor.
Fair.
So like it was like you can't be that much of a showman and be so streaky.
And post Arsenal vibes too.
Yeah.
Depay as well, post Lyon.
Chill.
Depay.
Chill on Memphis, bro.
That's my guy for real. I'm just
true.
saying, it's that same like.
Okay.
It's that level of player. It's that level.
It's true. It's
those levels of players. It's like, can they do it at the biggest club?
Yeah.
And it's kind of like no.
Well,
But
speaking
not
of
that matters.
speaking of players doing it at the biggest clubs,
Okay.
Harry Kane. Our friends at the Bundesliga have asked us to talk about two things. The first thing is Harry Kane's consistent record of scoring hat tricks.
He loves that.
He scored another hat trick recently. He scored several hat tricks in his career, a lot with Bayern as well. But one of the funny things that's come out of this constant trend of him scoring 3 or more goals in every game is that it's a tradition that when you score a hat trick, your teammates have to sign the match ball afterwards. But they've become so frustrated with him, his Bayern teammates, that they've started saying things like, please stop scoring.
Yeah.
And don't score anymore. I won't sign these anymore. And you have players that are actually like posting the match ball saying, this is not something that I'll be doing anymore with Harry Kane. So my question to you is, how many hat tricks before you don't want your teammate to get a hat trick?
I think like 3.
3 in one season?
Yeah, the first one is like, I'm happy for you, bro. Like this is what I'm gonna write.
All right, this is your thought.
The first one is, I'm happy for you, bro. Great job. The second one was like, all right, cool. The third one is like, all right, like I'm tired of this. Like,
Yeah.
in a playful, loving way, but
Yeah,
it's just
yeah.
like, yeah, like we've had enough, bro.
I would probably joke, like, if you scored 4, how come not 5? Like, you know what I mean? Kind of play like, you only scored 4. Like, I feel like that's what had to be with, like, peak Messi at Barca, peak Ronaldo at Real Madrid,
Yeah.
scoring 50 in a league season.
Yeah, just going.
So you just gotta keep them humble almost.
like
you know
that.
what I mean?
That's
like,
how my mom be when I get 85s on tests.
Yeah, not 90?
exactly.
Word.
Not 90?
Word. Facts.
Not 95?
That's funny. Now he scores a lot of hat tricks.
Yes, he does.
He just finds his way to get his goals. It's crazy.
The other thing the Bundesliga wanted us to talk about is they felt a little bit jealous that we did talked about the Serie A, talked about La Liga,
damn.
talked about the Prem.
Yeah.
We didn't talk about our favorite iconic Bundesliga players.
Yeah.
So my question to y'all is, again, on social media, there's been the trend of like folks talking about, oh, these are the players that I remember from that league from the past. These are the players that are kind of like iconic for that league. So who are some names for the Bundesliga?
I'll say Mesut Ozil on Werder Bremen.
Good shout.
Unbelievable player. I think just like the definition of that 10, honestly,
Yeah.
the definition of the modern 10 and / is there any more players like him that kind of sit in that role? To be able to be as good as he was on the ball, whether it was centrally in midfield or coming off the right wing, his touch, his turn, everything about it was just vibey and elegant and just unbelievably technically gifted. The passes he could find, whether it was playing the smart, intelligent, simple pass that could open up the play or become the assist, or if he would do the 60-yard diagonal or split the lines and be super direct with it, whatever kind of pass needed to be made, whether it was floated in, whether it was curled in, he had it. And there's just something about a player that glides around the pitch like that too, especially being left-footed. It just looks special. I mean, it's part of, I think there is a piece of why we like Messi is with him being left-footed.
Yeah.
Mesut Ozil had that little bit of vibe about him too, just that magic in him. And then also having him be young at that time and like building his career there before the move to Madrid, before what he did at Arsenal and breaking records there and everything. Like seeing like a young Ozil, I mean, unbelievable.
There's also very few players like Ozil that have like a signature move. Like Mbappe has his like near corner shot that has kind of been like made his.
Yeah.
But the Ozil bounce is something that I feel like I'd get injured trying.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? Talking, I'll pull it up. But
Yeah.
like, it's a ridiculous like piece of like skill that he does. Let me see if I can find
When
it.
he hits it into the ground?
Yeah, it's like it's like dangerous almost.
Another player that comes to mind is Philip Lahm.
Oh, for sure.
I feel like
all-timer, bro.
I feel like Philip Lahm, for me, was the first like defender that I really appreciated him for his like attacking prowess. Like I feel like he was a part of that generation that kind of ushered in the fullbacks that we see today, where there's an expectation that like if you play on the wings as a defender, you got to get forward. And like he set a whole generation of defenders in motion. And then Schweinsteiger, of course, is another one because for me, he was just like the quintessential like scary German, stocky, big-headed, like
Get it done in
physical,
midfield,
big
whatever.
head, not like ego, like physically big-headed, like midfielder. That's just like, yo, I would be scared to play against him, and he kind of similar to Philip Lahm, like he kind of set that generation of like stocky midfielders that are like gonna defend well, but also might score like a 25-yard banger from outside the box.
Lahm also was good at being able to play as an inverted fullback and be like a CDM, which is exactly how Pep uses all his defenders now. So he's like a prototypical player for that.
And I think the craziest thing about Lahm's career is that he played left back, CDM, kind of like midfielder.
Right back,
back. Right back, CDM, and midfielder-ish. I think he only got one red card ever in his career.
Ridiculous. Discipline.
And like almost no yellow cards during his career. So it's insane statistics. For me, a couple players are, of course, Aubameyang. The mask celebrations at Dortmund are super iconic.
Good shout.
The Batman celebration, the Spider-Man celebration. Still have a bone to pick with Toni Kroos about that. But anyways. Another one is Çalhanoğlu and the free kicks that he used to score when he was at Leverkusen. Bro, there's one free kick from Çalhanoğlu that's like at least it's closer to the half field line than it is to the goal.
Yeah.
Banged it in top corner. And I think
different rocket.
I think I probably shout out Mario Gomez as well for the amount of goals.
I was thinking about him
scored.
too.
Like one of like the first like classic like German striker that at least from my generation that I watched, like just so many goals, like every single week. Hat trick this, 3 goals here, 4 goals there. Huntelaar as well.
Yep.
Good name.
I got 2 more actually real quick.
Robin.
I was just about to. Bro, when we talk about the modern idea of the wingers being the opposite foot, so if you're on the right wing, you're left-footed, left wing, right-footed, the best early example that ushered in this era for me was Franck Ribéry and then Arjen Robben. Those two going at you, peak Bayern, good. And Franck Ribéry should have gotten a Ballon d'Or the year they won the Champions League and did the treble. Unbelievable players.
Saucy,
good luck.
bro.
Good luck.
Saucy. That was the original Vinny and Rodrigo.
Honestly,
good show.
Like actually,
I'll say it,
a little take from you. I like that.
They were the OGs, bro.
You could not, especially Robin, because he was more predictable.
You knew what he was going to do.
Which made it so annoying. And just that little, and he runs kind of, and it just, good luck. And just every time curl it, curl it, curl it, curl it. Yeah.
Damn.
Another question for y'all that you reminded me of something from Twitter that I saw.
Yeah.
What does Mbappe need to do to pass Ronaldo in terms of iconicness? Is it possible?
Yeah.
And let me give the resume, Mbappe's resume so far.
Wait. So overall or as Real Madrid legend?
As a Real Madrid legend and as well overall. We can talk about it in both contexts.
Okay.
As a Real Madrid legend, but also overall. Mbappe right now been to the World Cup finals twice, won one, has a hat trick in the other one. Has won Liga at least 3 times, has been the top scorer in his league 4 times. Is one of the highest all-time scorers is the highest all-time scorer for PSG, which is the greatest club in France.
And the highest all-time scorer of Ligue 1.
And the highest goal-time scorer of Ligue 1. And will, by the end of his career, be the highest all-time scorer for France.
For sure.
So what does he need to do?
I don't know you speak to me better. I'll say quick. I'll be brief on this one. I don't think he could top Ronaldo.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't think he can.
Like, Ronaldo's just footprint at Real Madrid is insane, bro. Like,
if he gets another World Cup?
That's team stuff too, though.
Yeah, that doesn't...
If he gets another World Cup and carries France?
That doesn't impact his role at Real Madrid.
Okay.
Like, I don't think a Real Madrid fan would be like, oh, I think he's better than Ronaldo for us because he won a World Cup.
Sure, I agree.
In terms of, like, overall, I think the fact that he won a World Cup already is like it makes a decent argument.
Right.
The World Cup followed by the hat trick, like it's like, all right, he's a different animal. But just like the amount of goals that Ronaldo scored, the clutch goals,
Ronaldo
the insane goals, the free kicks, the consistency at which he did it at. It's kind of like, I don't know, anybody could top that, bro.
Listen, bro, at Real Madrid, Cristiano Ronaldo scored, I believe, 450 plus or 453 goals in like 420 matches. So you already have to score on average more than a goal a game.
He's not off.
You need to get about 4 Champions Leagues, multiple La Ligas, Copa del Rey, be unquestionable. He has 5 Ballon d'Ors. He won 4 of them at Real Madrid.
Yeah,
like good. Like that's. It's just not. I don't think he's gonna achieve that. But I do think he'll try to do his 9 years, get multiple Champions Leagues, get close to a goal a game, get La Ligas. He could get more La Ligas than Cristiano Ronaldo because Barca doesn't have Messi right now.
Right.
Though they do have Lamine Yamal. Let's see how good he gets.
Right.
So I think he can get into a top 5 all-time legend at Real Madrid. I
Okay.
think he can inch towards that. But to get the goal, statistically and the Champions Leagues and just what it meant being the best player, because you already have Vinny, who's already done more than you at club level.
Right.
And it's probably been a little bit better this season. And he has the number 7. Like, you got to pass Vinny before you get to Ronaldo. So, and all the other legends of Real Madrid's crazy history. So I don't think he'll pass him at Real Madrid. And I don't think he passes him overall either, because France versus Portugal as footballing nations is like not very fair or comparable, I would say. Also, the fact that the majority of his beginning of his career, right, was in what we consider by far the worst of the top 5 leagues. Right. Ronaldo did it at the Prem.
By far.
Winning several, including a Champions League, and won the Ballon d'Or in the Prem. So if he had maybe left PSG earlier, did some stuff in Italy, then Real Madrid, that could also add some more context. International level, obviously he passed Ronaldo at this point, right? But yeah, but even then, Ronaldo does have the most international goals on the men's side ever. Right. So will he pass that? But again, he already has a World Cup, so we'll see. And he did win the Euros, at least Ronaldo, which was huge for Portugal, like immense. Yeah. France have not done. Are you crazy? Like
he
what?
got injured.
All right.
You guys want to react to some stuff?
Well, before we do that,
but
you mentioned that League was like one we all consider is like
fun.
One of the worst
leagues.
Leagues.
It's awful.
Yeah,
not top 5.
Oh, Opta? No, perfect. Yeah.
Opta Analyst, which is like one of the most...
Are you allowed to talk about this?
Yeah.
Okay.
They're one of the most... Fuck it.
Hendrick can talk about anything.
We'll see the
He's not giving an opinion.
Yeah.
He's just telling us about it.
He's just telling us things.
Yeah. Opta Analyst, which is one of the most like well-known, world-renowned like data analyst companies.
Yep.
Recently released a list of the top 10 leagues in the world, and I'm going to read them off. So first in the ranking, we have the English Premier League, La Liga, Serie A, Bundesliga, Ligue 1, the Belgian Pro League, the Portuguese Premier Liga, the Danish Super... Wait, I think this is wrong.
Yeah, because City has 2 this year.
City has 2 this year.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
We're going to read.
Do we... 10 minutes? Okay. Do we know the context of the analysis? Like, do you know what they're factoring in?
No.
As a data... I mean, not... They are a data company, but like what the data is.
All right, we're going to run this back.
Let's go. 2024. That was last year, yeah.
We're going to run this back. Opta Analysts. Well, I'll just start by reading.
Yeah, of course. We'll cut it.
So first we have the English Premier League. Then we have Serie A. Then we have the Bundesliga. Then we have La Liga in 4th. Then we have the Brazilian League, the Portuguese League, the Belgian League, MLS, and the English Championship at 10. Some of the most notable left out of the top 10 are the Argentinian League, the Dutch League, Liga MX, and the Turkish Super League.
I say Turkish Super
which
League
is
now.
all the way down at 18. So
Quite low.
That's probably the craziest
I
one.
want to ask y'all what y'all opinions are of that list, and then 2, who's in your top 5?
So, you want to start, Seb? Or I can start either way.
Contractually. I'm just kidding.
Most relevant answers are...
My top 5 leagues, I think, probably in terms of like, what are we doing in terms of talent that's in?
Bro,
what are you guys gonna do?
What's your top 5?
No, so I think that's what's important to understand.
Like most fun or talented?
What's your top 5?
Okay.
Like the best leagues. Like just what fandom, talent, impact. Like the best leagues.
I would say probably to Opta's analyzing things that us as regular fans or even but even commentators like a Thierry Henry is not considering too. Yeah. So that's why you don't. It's kind of like the FIFA rankings. You don't take it as gospel.
Yeah. It's data.
It's more like just to start conversation.
Goals per.
There's all types of advanced analytics that they have now.
Yeah. I would probably do, and this is in terms of pure enjoyment. In terms of like the visual product, this is not in terms of like the quality of the league.
Okay,
enjoyment for yourself.
How does visual enjoyment make you a top 5?
You asked me.
Yeah, but
I'm telling you what I want.
No, but I'm saying what's the best leagues? I don't want to hear visually appealing. What are the best? What are the best 5?
So watch or in terms of talent?
No, he means
the
best
league.
teams,
bro,
like
they're
winning
just
games.
The best, bro. They're just the best.
Like I think, they're
those are 2 different lists for me. Whether it's like
both.
So like in terms of the league that's most fun to watch for me. Of course, I do Serie A. I think Bundesliga is really fun because the amount of goals they score.
Okay.
Then I do the La Liga, Prem, Turkish League, Brazilian League.
Okay.
What are the best?
In terms of talent, I think the Prem has accumulated the most talent based on the money that they spend. I think top to bottom Serie A has more talent than La Liga because I think the lower level La Liga teams don't have as much talent as Serie A teams, and that's been evidence in terms of how far Italian teams have gone in Europe recently. Serie A 2,
Interesting.
La Liga 3, Bundesliga 4, Brazilian League 5.
Brazilian League 5.
Based on what I've watched, and I haven't watched too much. I've watched this season a good amount just because their games aren't.
Yeah.
At a really good time. Bro, they're good. They're nice.
No, of
They're
course.
nice. They're
That's
nice.
why where do you think Endrick, Vinny,
Yeah,
Rodrigo,
they're nice.
everyone come from?
The French don't crack the top 5?
The French don't crack the top 7 for me. They don't. Portuguese league, Portuguese
It's a good league. It's a good league.
certainly. What?
No, it's a really good league. Benfica just beat Atletico 4-0.
What other
actually.
teams besides Porto and Benfica?
Sporting
You want to
Lisbon
list-
where Ronaldo
No,
played?
but just like
Braga,
got better.
Moriense,
Yeah.
Boavista.
Moriente, my nigga. Moriente.
Braga's legit. Braga's legit.
Besides
Moriente.
PSG, Lille, Marseille. Who?
They're also inconsistent.
Who?
Leon.
Okay,
The problem with Leon and
Leon.
Who else?
the big problem is
All right.
non-PSG, there's no consistency. Like Lyon, Lille, Marseille, these good teams are
What an
just...
awful league is the
Bordeaux used to be amazing, and then they super
You know
fell off.
they're
And
in-
it's just like...
Yeah, I mean, nah.
Yeah.
I'll never back.
I'd go...
I hope they never try to pay me money.
I'd go Prem 1.
Delete that, please.
I'd go Prem 1, but as I've talked about with Seb before, the huge disparity of financial investment that they have, they should be so much better. Like the scouting,
EFL 6, the EFL is actually fun.
EFL is a very good league.
It's fun. It's fun.
And actually, I saw a debate. It might have been CBS about EFL versus or championship specifically versus MLS. Because I think MLS was ranked above it.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I'd probably pick championship. No, but I'll say Prem's definitely one. But y'all should do better with the money you spent.
Thank you. That's
Like,
well said.
please.
It's very
Like,
well
yes, it has the most. It's
very
not
well
even
said. It's very well
questionable.
said. There's the more
In
Italian
terms of
teams in
constructing
Europe.
the teams, how the teams play, it should be better.
Yep. Sorry.
You know what I mean? It's like, imagine like you have 2 budgets for the houses, 100 million versus 5 million. It's like, yeah, it's a better house, but
What are
barely.
the last 5 Champions League winners?
Spain, England, Spain.
Mad Spain. Yeah.
We
Madrid
got-
has 5 in
we
9
got,
years.
Liverpool recently,
Mhm.
Chelsea recently,
Mhm.
Man City recently.
Yeah, Madrid
And
5
the rest
times.
are Madrid and Barca.
Yeah.
Not Tottenham.
Tottenham?
Yeah, I'm wild.
No, they got to the final.
They made it to a long run,
Bro.
But like,
And then what happened
we're
before
gonna
that?
just ignore that.
More Barca's.
They're not winning.
What do you mean? They won in 2021.
That's 3. 3 out of the last 10.
Bro,
probably.
Madrid had 5 of the last 9. And then before that,
That's
Barca was
Okay,
killing us.
but Madrid is like an outlier.
Yeah, and then Barca had like 3 of the last 5 before that.
And then Milan had 6 out of the last 10.
Yeah. Also,
But
if
I'm
you-
saying if we're talking about spending recently, like
Okay.
let's not act like the Prem hasn't been making like deep runs into.
Of course they make deep
UCL
runs.
not winning.
I'm saying the
top-
disparity is so big,
Yeah.
you should be destroying niggas, bro.
Yeah.
It should not
guess.
be what it is.
I guess.
And even like bro, Chelsea has spent, they said what?
And I actually, and
Chelsea
more so,
spent 1.2 billion
more so,
more than Liverpool. and-
what's more so indicative is Sevilla's dominance of the Europa League.
Yeah, fact.
That's more so indicative.
And I have a crazy stat from
Because
Madrid
when you
won
look at
the
when you
finals.
look at the budget that those clubs have in the Europa League, those Premier League clubs that are in the Europa League have budgets of 100 million.
Yeah,
Those
but-
other nations have budgets of maybe 20, 15, 10 million.
and here's the
Sevilla's
stat.
dominated that.
But we know that it's not doesn't just come down to finances.
But watch this.
But
Since,
what we're saying is that the disparity in finances shows that clearly this Premier League, they're so highly rated.
I'll give you an example. This is an insane statistic. I pulled this note from July. Since May 2001, Spanish teams have played in 27 major finals, Champions League, Europa League, World Cup, Euros. There's been a Spanish winner in all 27 finals. Not to mention the all-Spanish finals, like Real Madrid versus Atletico, which happened in 2 finals out of 3 years, a derby, bro. And before Real Madrid started going absolutely insane in the Champions League, again, it was Barca killing everyone and their mama. And then before that, Madrid had 3 in 6 years from 92 to 2002. Actually, that's 3 in 5 years.
Yeah.
They won in 98, they won in 2000, then 2002. Bro, it's not, no. No.
I don't know.
So,
What's their 5?
yeah, Prem, La Liga, Serie A, Bundesliga, Ligue 1. But I think there is a legit argument about Serie A above La Liga. In
just
terms of what you're
overall.
talking about.
Just overall.
Yeah, those are my 5.
Cool.
Those are my 5.
You guys want to react to some stuff before we get out of
Give
here?
my 5, bro.
Oh, I thought you did.
Yeah, fuck me.
No, please. I don't know if you can. Please.
I can.
It's nothing to do with MLS staying in the top 5.
Depends on who he puts in the top 5.
MLS.
I mean, Messi.
Definitely. I mean, I think you're all wilding with the thoughts about the Premier League.
I'm not saying they're not the best.
Both
I'm
of us
saying
put them
you
one,
should
though.
be so much better.
Yeah, we both put them 1. We just think they should be higher
All right.
in terms of how they do.
I think Premier League's number 1.
Mhm.
I think La Liga has to be number 2 with the powerhouses that they have.
Yeah.
He's gonna say Bundesliga 3. Watch.
I
not
genuinely
a bad
genuinely
argument,
think the Bundesliga is better than City.
I can't have this argument with you because they pay me, but I disagree.
Is Munich not better than every team?
Like
in Serie A?
I think people
Yes.
don't
Is
give.
Leverkusen
I
not
think
better than every team?
I was
in Serie A?
gonna say like I feel like the top
No.
top sides in the Bundesliga have grown like tremendously over the last couple of years.
Brother,
Inter.
Bayern
No.
and Leverkusen are the only 2
Bayern-
teams that are better than any other team in Serie A.
Are we gonna act like Dortmund was?
Dortmund is
in
not
the
better.
Final?
Dortmund
They
is
just
not.
lose
Dortmund is
everybody,
not
though.
better. Dortmund is.
But they
first
did
of all,
get it done.
First of all, yes, they were in the Champions League final. They also finished 5th.
All right. Well, we're out of time, so let me give my list.
Yeah.
The Premier League, La Liga, Bundesliga, Serie A, and Ligue 1. We'll talk about Ligue 1 another day.
Yes.
It is still a place you can find unbelievable talent though. Yeah. Do y'all want to talk about the Cortez thing
Fuck.
quickly?
Yeah. 1 minute.
Got you. So, as y'all know, in footy fashion, there is a lot of nostalgia vibes that streetwear brands bring back by doing their own release of like a previous edition of a team's jersey, team's tracksuit, whatever it is. One of the most popular teams, if not the most popular to do it of, is the Brazilian national team. And recently, Palace is dropping their tracksuit that is emblematic of the 2002 Brazil away tracksuit. But it's something that also Cortez has dropped previously before with Clint and his ode to Brazil. And so now the two brands are kind of beefing over their 2 similar tracksuits that are both emblematic of the same year of Brazil's national team tracksuit.
Yeah.
But my whole thing is that y'all are both copying
Brazil.
almost exactly
Nike.
Nike
Yeah.
and a Brazil tracksuit.
Yeah.
So what is the streetwear beef between the two? And I get it. It's cool that you're like paying ode to that nostalgic vibe. The streets will never forget whatever it is, iconic team. But neither of y'all are being that original. It's also the most famous national team in the history of anything. It's the Brazilian football, bro.
Publicity is publicity. Like
So-
it benefits both of them,
And no, it absolutely does. We're talking about
and
it.
it benefits Nike as well.
Yeah, but
overall.
I'm saying more from like if they're legitimately upset with each other over it. It's like y'all are both.
No.
It's not. I don't know. It's just kind of interesting.
I
And then
mean,
there's the whole legal
what-
infringement thing on it
There's
too.
the legal infringement. And
Yeah.
it was, didn't Clint say something about like palaces being like gringos?
He called them gringos, yeah. And now they're doing a Cortez shirt that has the Palace like triangle on it that says Cortez on it. So he's like putting the Palace logo on his own thing and then writing his logo on top of it, Cortez. It's like, yo,
I mean, not to be like
general counsel.
Legal.
no, I'm not going that direction at all. Not to be like too meta about this, but I think there is something to say about non-people of color utilizing kind of like the culture and fame that was generated by like people of color to like benefit their business.
That's real.
And I don't think it's like I don't
Jamaica
think
too.
I don't think Palace.
Everybody eats off
Bro,
Jamaica
that's a
except
great
Jamaica.
example.
Everybody eats
I don't
off
think
Jamaica.
I don't think
Yeah.
Palace is like an evil organization. I don't know what. First of all, I don't know how the fuck they have new collabs every week.
Yeah.
That's another topic because they drop a collab with a different brand literally every Friday, and I'm like, how does this even? How do y'all just get locked in a basement?
Yeah.
But I don't think they're like evil or whatever. But I think there is a conversation about like the Brazils, the Jamaicas,
Yeah.
these countries that have like, you know, a lot of their players come from struggle and like
Mhm.
make it to the world stage and make a name for their country. And then like we have these clothing brands who kind of just are feeding off that and making money off of it and like maybe not necessarily giving any
Understanding.
money
Yeah.
back
Yeah.
or like understanding the significance of that culture.
Yeah.
It's true. You're right.
And
So-
brands not even based in that country either.
Yeah, it's true.
And
That
like
don't have real ties to
Courts,
that
I
country.
mean, Clint not safe either because like Clint's
Yeah.
black, but he not a black Brazilian from
Yeah.
you know XYZ. He like you know he living in the UK or whatever.
yeah.
And so I'm not trying to be like high and mighty, but I
Yeah.
think like arguing over something like that when it's like first of all like neither of y'all are from that country,
Yeah.
neither of y'all made the design.
That's what I'm saying.
it's
bro.
kind of like all right,
Comes off really weird.
yeah,
Yeah, like
just go get
beefing-
your money and
beefing over the copying is crazy to me.
Yeah.
Like, what do we? That's all I gotta say. Beefing over the copying is crazy. Support both brands, man. Support Brazil.
Obrigado.
2 hands in the air.
Obrigado.
And y'all be doing it to Jamaica too. It just be a little quieter.
It doesn't. It's actually not quiet.
It's not quiet at
Well,
all.
I'm saying like it's not as big of a drop in the world, whatever. But the copying of Jamaica that's not from the Jamaican Federation, everything is.
Just wait. That'll be the new Cortez drop. Is that Jamaica World Cup jersey?
I'm sure they were.
They've probably already done it. They did the U.S. one. They did all types of ones.
Anyways,
All right. Episode 68.
Episode 68.
5ASIDE podcast.
peace.
Next one's the
Thank
best
you guys.
one yet.
Bye, bye, bye.
Au revoir.
Bye.
Love y'all. Peace.